Hi everybody, welcome back to another one of my videos. Now, we had Anne in at the weekend, my friend, and her nails were in pretty good shape because I'm sure it was about 4 weeks since I last did these. So what I'm doing is I'm just whizzing off that gel polish because we just had a clear extension, put gel polish on the top. So there we go, we're just using a safety bit. I think this is a medium safety bit and just whizzing all down that. This is really satisfying watching this. I'm finally just getting around to doing this voiceover because the kids went back to school yesterday, thank fuck. And I have absolutely nothing on today, so I have peace to get this done. And I don't have to be all whispery and husky like I'm some sort of pervert. So there we go. I think I just show one hand because the video, I don't know how people manage to get wee short videos because mine's always seem to be ages. But I've really sped this up. Don't think I'm being really vicious. I've just really sped it up. So we're pushing back the cuticles. Obviously we're sanitised and all the rest of it. And yes, I am aware I am not wearing gloves. They do not agree with me. I hate them. They make my skin break out. And I always make sure with everybody it's okay. We always wash hands. And sorry, just got a notification. We wash hands and sanitize, and obviously all my ladies that come to me and myself, if we were at risk of anything, we would cancel. So yes, there we are. So we're just taking that little cuticle bit and whizzing away all that dead skin so that there's no shit left over that will make the product lift from the nail plate itself. So we're taking a sanding band, yep, and we're just tickling around that cuticle again just to whiz it all away, the stuff that we've loosened off with the cuticle bit beforehand. And the exposed nail plate, the natural nail plate, we buff the shine off that as well. Now it doesn't look like it, but I do have this very flat so that I'm not going to be digging into the natural nail because that would be a big no-no. Now, as well as buffing that natural nail plate, I'm rebalancing the acrylic that's there as well, because although these are quite short ones, the apex and things will still be not where I need them to be when the infill gets done. So we're just, any little tiny bits of lifting, I'm just whizzing those off as well. And Anne always loses this pointer finger. Anne has her own cleaning business. And she texts me a picture of that missing pointer finger. And she said, "Oh, I lost this putting on fitted bed sheets." And I said, "Tristan, it's fine, don't worry, we'll fix that. That's easy peasy fixed." And she said, "Yeah, but I just need to find it now, that way the husband doesn't get into any trouble." So we dust away all this dust that's on the brush and I get my nail tips out. I think these ones are the Pro Impressions clear tapered square ones. So we're just fitting up against it. I use the Glitter Bells base glue, which is amazing, but with this weather being a bit colder, it takes a wee while longer to set. So you've got to just hold it on, but that's fine. So this is the Nail Nails dehydrator that we just put around the exposed piece of natural nail. And this is the Nail Nails acid primer. And again, we just do the same thing. And she wanted a shape change on her nails, so I did that off camera. I just took my Glitter Planet steel nail file and I reshaped the tips for her, the extensions. And what I'm doing now is I'm just getting my CJP crystal glass acrylic, and I'm sure it's their monomer that I'm using as well, using my Kylie Berry size 14 weapon, just small bead, splodging it in, well, not splodging it, placing it very carefully into that cuticle area, tucking it in, and wiping it down so it's nice and smooth. The more work you can do with the brush, the less filing you've got to do. And I would rather do more work with my brush. There we go. So, middle finger. Again, I think I've just shown everything on just the one hand. I'm just wiping it round the sides just to make sure that it's not going right into the cuticle and over the top of the cuticle, because that would just pop right off. That's just, things like that are just going to cause lifting. And smoothing it over. And this is the one that we've got to replace completely. It's always this one that goes with Anne. There we go. So we're just building that up so it's the same thickness as the other ones, because we're just going to put gel polish over these again. Now I'm going to explain before the very end of the video that I don't know what happened. I think it was a notification on my phone or something, but it stopped recording at the very end, so I missed the top coat. But it's not like a sparkly glitter that we used, so you don't really miss anything exciting. You'll see further on, it's a matte glitter that I use, so it doesn't really matter. But I have got a nice picture at the end, so I've popped that in for you. So there we are, we're building that up again, just smoothing it around and checking it from all angles. And working that down, making sure the apex is in the right bit. Now again, these aren't very long, so you don't need a big apex, but you still need a little bit, you know, so it's the right strength and structure for it. You've just got to go by ear from, you know, like my nails, they're really long, they need a nice thick apex. Not thick so it's ugly thick, but there you can see, there's my thumb, that's quite a good bit of it there. You can see the apex is in the back third. I'm going to be redoing my nails again soon, so I will record that one for you. So we're just infilling the back bit there on the thumb, and then I do the same with the other hand, and then we get filing. You guys love my spooky music. I'm loving it. So when I'm filing, my routine is I always use my steel nail file from the Glitter Planet. The Nail Mate is the brand name. And I just define that shape first, and then the surface of an extension I always whiz over with my sanding band and my Cuckoo E-file, which seems to be dying a death. I have hinted to Santa numerous times that I need a new one, but he doesn't seem to be taking me up on it. I think he really thinks that he's going to be able to use being furloughed as an excuse this year, but he can jump up my fucking hump. I want a new e-file. So yeah, we just redefine that shape. I just bring the sides in a little bit because I cannot cope with wide nails. And using my sanding band, I get right round that cuticle area, whiz over the entire surface so it's all nice and even, checking it from all angles, make sure we've no dips or bumps that need to be taken off. And we just do this over all the nails. Now I think because it's an infill, I had to just do one hand at a time. Normally I would shape the 10 nails and whiz over them after it, but I have to just completely do one hand at a time because the acrylic just wasn't dry on the other hand. And again, the cold weather doesn't help that either. So yeah, I think is that the thumb? Are we on the thumb already? I have really sped this video up. I hope it still turns out okay that you can see it, because when I'm editing it and I've got it sped up, it's really jumpy. But it seems to sort itself out once I've finalised it. No, that wasn't the thumb, that was the middle finger. Oh goodness, that was quick. Perfectly out of shot again, you'll notice. There we go. This is the thumb this time. So right round that cuticle, up the sides, over the entire surface, checking from all angles. So I've dusted off the nails, removed the kitchen roll that I was using because there's dust all over that. So we just get rid of that. And I have got my Premier Gel. I'm not sure what the colour is. Most of them have an actual name of the colour, but I'm sure this one's just called, I think is it 709 or something? It's weird, it's not got an actual name, it's just a number, this one. But anyway, so this is the first coat, and we just bounce it right into that cuticle really carefully, because it's a nice dark colour, so it will look shit if you get it right in there and stuck underneath, but all seems to have went well. I don't remember having any boo-boos. And just cover over that entire nail. This was a lovely autumn colour, I thought. We really liked this one. Nice and even. Close as we can without touching the cuticle. Now what we chose to do is we got a glitter, I'm sure this is from the Glitter Planet, it's called Latte, and it is a, what do you call it, a multi-cut one, so it's got smaller pieces and big pieces. So I tipped out a little bit. So this is the second coat, and what I did is I didn't cure the second coat, and I used my wax pencil and I picked out the pieces I want just to randomly place it on the ring finger and the thumb. And it just went all over the place. They kept moving about. What I should have done is flash cured it for just about 5 seconds and stuck it just so it was sticky but not just wet. So lesson learned, that's what I should have done. It worked a lot better on the thumb. Because after I did the ring finger and popped her hand in to cook just for 5 seconds, popped it back out again, and it worked so much better without them running and moving all about the shop. So that was my mother-in-law text in there. My daughter lost her first tooth yesterday, and it is big news. Big news. Everybody's just doing an an over it. Anywho, Tooth Fairy's skint. All our friends are losing their teeth as well. Okay, so here we are. See that glitter there? We just use the wax pencil, pick up the pieces I want, but I had to move loads of them because when I was putting them on, the wet polish was going on my wax pencil, which was then going on the glitter, and I should have cured it first. I should have just flash cured it first, but like I say, lesson learned. So we just place them all around, and I'm sure this is the only nail you get of this because my phone cut out. And then there's just a picture at the end, which is nice. See, they're all moving about too close together. I had them further away. Excuse me. I didn't really want like a sort of patterned effect. I wanted it to look sort of random. I'm looking at these nails. These could be Christmassy as well, actually. So versatile. There we are. Cooker on gas now. Just moving them back to where I wanted them to be. Because like I say, they're just moving all over the fucking shop. Yes, I know I swear too much, but my children aren't here. It's fine. That's all that's left of the video now. So top coat time and pictures. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Bye.